Hello, everyone, my people, my fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I am here once more today for a very quick interaction session with my people. Join me from wherever you are watching. As you are joining me, always remember to like and share so that the video goes viral. Join me, my people. Join me, Biafrans all over the world. Join me, my people. Before I continue, I have to give thanks to God, Almighty Father, merciful God, the creator of heaven and earth. I thank and glorify your holy name, my Lord. I commit my leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the great warrior, my hero. I commit him into your holy hands, Father Lord. I also commit his spiritual son, his most wonderful disciple, our indomitable Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Obatobie one of Biafra land. Father Lord, guide and protect him. Protect all Biafrans all over the world, both home and abroad. He say, my wonderful people, join me for a quick interaction. Before I continue, my people, I always like to play the voice of my leader as a jingle, because most people have said that they like to hear his voice. And it is imperative that we play his voice to give our people the boost. Wow, my wonderful brother is here, Henry. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Like and share as usual. Thank you.
I will inherit huge debt profile and empty treasury. According to Buhari, I will inherit. Buhari, after meeting Tony Blair, they have told him you're going to win no matter what happens. We have the census figures here in Britain. I'm sure Blair must have told him, we have the census. If there is any problem, we'll say that those in the north outnumber those in the south, and everybody in the north voted for you. So you won. After all, the Northern People's Congress, NPC, never won one single vote outside the north, yet they formed the government that Tafawa Balewa headed. Most of you don't know this, do you? They claim they were Nigerians. That is the hypocrisy that drives me mad. People don't quite grasp. Mohammedan Emirates of the North. They claim in fact, do you know the name of their party? Northern People's Congress. Do you know the one that Asikiwe had? NCNC. Nigerian Council for National Council for Nigeria and the Cameroons. He even went into Cameroon to look for people to join him. Nnamdi Azikiwe, lunatic. And Awolowo had his own little Aburo club called Action Group. That's all they can do in Lagos. Aburo, local area boys. They can't do anything. Local champions. Nnamdi Azikiwe went about preaching for unity. Let's get together. Ahmadu Bello said, no, I want northern people only. My concern is Hausa Fulani, the north. I don't care about anybody else. And surprise, surprise, the north won. That person asking for unity, for love, for oneness, he lost. That is why when I see an Hausa man telling me about the unity to protect, I look at them and I laugh at them. These are hypocrites because of oil in my father's backyard. That's why you say you love me. You don't. The love is conditional on oil flowing. In fact, any day you don't even feel like it can just slaughter me.
Yes, you see what Onyendu is saying, that when Nigeria is going to be whatever it was, that the Hausa people said they don't want it. Zeke went as far as bringing the Cameroons, because Nigeria used to rule Cameroons, and joined himself. So with all the efforts he made, he lost. And the Hausa Fulani man won. It still goes on in the agitation we are making till today. So if you look at the title of this program, The Man That Betrayed, that handed Biafrans to Nigeria or zoo, you know, he is going to be revealed, and I'm going to reveal to you who that man is. Whenever Onyendu says something, I always like to listen to it, because Onyendu is always correct. He is the prophet of our time.
Backyard. That's why you say you love me. You don't. The love is conditional. On all you flow me. In fact, any day you don't even feel like it can just slaughter me. People don't understand. But we are here.
You know, when he made this speech in year 2015, they don't love us. What they want is the oil. The other day on the Twitter space, they were talking about why they hated the Igbos or why they hated Biafrans. Because Igbo is just one state in the Biafra nation. Why they hated us? So many reasons. Hello, Diane. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Remember to click on the like button and share so that it goes viral. That likeness or hatred is nothing but the fact that we do not give in very easily. We are very stubborn tribe, and our stubbornness does not mean that we are troublemakers. You cannot lord yourself over us, and you cannot take anything that belongs to us and want us to keep quiet the way the Fulanis have silenced the owners of the North, the Hausas. You know, the Hausas, they've been buying them for so many years now. Right from the time of Usman Danfodio, he came to the zoo in 1808, till date, because the Fulanis are warriors. I have a video here that I will play of a man who was advising them. I think he's an Egyptian. He said to them to stop buying Nigerians and go back to where they come from, in the northern Africa, that they are not Nigerians. Let me play the video for you. They do not love us. They are now like rain falling on every roof. So we have to be careful with these people. And our carefulness is nothing but for us to continue with our self-referendum vote. You know, currently our Prime Minister has actually announced the date that the Biafra declaration will be, and it has been heated up since then. The Aso Rock is shaking like jelly, especially since the USBT, the new Biafran coin, was unveiled. If anyone notices now, because our USBT is now trading on the financial market, you will agree with me that their Naira is struggling very hard to gain some value, because they are always pursuing us bumper to bumper. That Ejema, which is $1 to 1 Ejema Biafra coin, is giving them sleepless night. Naira used to be 2,050. Now, today, it is 1,600. And so they are fighting very hard to meet up with Biafrans. They can never see our back. They can never, because we Biafrans, we have taken so many years to make that zoo work. But no, what they do is the act of 1966, keeps carrying on buying our people, pregnant women. They will open the womb and bring the little child and buy it. They are warriors. No one can expect us to live with these people. So let me show you the video of this very young man that was advising them to go their way and leave us alone. But you know, when this sort of thing is happening, they believe that they have gained grounds. Let me play his voice.
200 people have been unalived in Nigeria during the Christmas break, and they blame my people, Fulani people, for it. This is my statement. Fulani people, you don't know yourself. You are ignorant of who you are, and you are ignorant of your history, which is why you do the wrong thing at the wrong time. You are not from Nigeria. Why are you creating problems with Nigerian people? You are not from Ghana. You are not from Cameroon. Ya Pullo, Felatiyin. You are descendants of Umayyad conquerors. You are the Moors that invaded Spain. Your nature is to want to spread Islam, but you cannot spread Islam in certain areas in certain time periods. If you do it, it will be by force and it's not going to work. As nomadic people, their future is not to keep on going more and more south into the lands that your ancestors called the Sudan and invade farmers' land. The future of the nomads is to take back the north, which is your ancestral lands as Fulani people.
You have heard it. He said he is also a Fulani. They came from the North Africa. They are not anything close to us. Very warrior or warlike kind of people. They came to disturb the peace of our land, desecrate our land. You can imagine, on daily basis, they buy people in that land. On daily basis. You know, they will buy our boys, harvest their organs, and sell them. They will hold some people by way of kidnap, demand ransom. All these things are the reasons why we say enough is enough. We cannot be seen to be living together with these people. They are so barbaric, so warlike. So now I have a video of this one Nigerianist. But before that, there's this young man that was praising our Prime Minister, and I want to play his voice as well.
Yeah, we are now all advocating for Simon Ekpa. Indeed, Ake Buchuawa, that stone that the builder rejected, has now become the chief cornerstone. God bless Simon Ekpa. Think about this. If not for Simon Ekpa, what could have been So all Igbos now love Simon Ekpa. Yeah, we are now all advocating.
So my people, this is the problem we are facing. The people that are not of the same tribe with you, the love is always on a very thin edge. The Fulanis have no love for us, not at all. They are this kind of people that will put you in a position and they will make you become so corrupt, and they will find you very useful and make you do something that you cannot easily do, but to do it in their favor, or else they will use EFCC after you. Today on Twitter Space, that's what they were discussing, and they made mention of one guy in Imo State who was like one of these actors. They made Hope Uzodinma, bring him in, they gave him contract, gave him another contract, and some of these contracts, he never carried out any of them. And now they have used him to lure some of the boys that have been pied. This is the problem we are facing in that land. Last week, someone was talking of Ohafia Army Barracks, that our boys are languishing in jail there, and they are buying a lot of them. So my people, the only way out we have is this Biafra and self-referendum, which gives everyone the chance and the opportunity to vote where they want to belong. Now we have this man who handed Biafrans over to Nigeria immediately after the war. They told us, no victor, no vanquished. He has never wanted anything good for the Southeasterners, not at all. And now he went to Imo State to see Governor Oti. And when I saw him, I remember how this man spied our people during the war. And that was one of the reasons why they kept making him military president and civilian president in the person of Obasanjo. Look at him. Elozogom n'ife a bụ music, and ndị Facebook na ndị YouTube na-penalize mmadụ maka nke fa na-akpọ copyright. This very man, immediately after the war, himself and Yakubu Gowon and many others, he said to the Igbos or the Biafrans that no victor, no vanquished, and he handed us over to the zoo. They gave us 20 pounds. We started struggling from there. When he finally, but during that time, General Effiong told them, these children or these people that we are handing over to you people, if you do not treat them well, their children will come after you. Even our Prime Minister, there's a video he made that he is one of the sons of those who suffered Kwashiorkor during the war, that we have now come, as Effiong said, because they're not treating us well. Starting from what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in that first video. They never loved us. It's only because of the oil and gas. But the gold that is in Zamfara is for the state, where the gold is. But our own is not just there for the Fulanis and for the Oyibo people, but they are using it to buy us, to go and buy equipment. to buy us. Hello? No. So my people, this very man, when he was the head of state, Okonjo-Iweala suggested that River Niger should be dredged because Tinkan Island in Apapa, the wharf is always very congested. And because of that congestion, there's always traffic. And that was one of the major reasons why our people started buying land to build house in Lagos that has all been bulldozed today. Today, there was another fire incident in the same Lagos, but another area of Lagos, in Festac Town. So they are just trying to make sure that they have destroyed everything that the Biafrans have. When you narrow it down to the Igbos, because Biafrans are very industrious people, very hardworking. They are not part of the government. They have never been part of the government since after the war. They will tell you that you people are the people that was defeated. So our people will go to Lagos to clear their goods. They will spend days in the hotel and they started building so that they won't be going up and down and all that cost and the risk of traveling on the road. So Okonjo-Iweala suggested that there should be a dredge of One Seaport and the one in Niger. Obasanjo, you know what he did? He went and made it a law that Lagos will be the only place where ship from abroad carrying goods will bat and nowhere else. And Okonjo-Iweala resigned. Okonjo told him that if you spread all this, there will be businesses all over the country. Some will be batting in Lagos, some in Port Harcourt, and some in Onitsha, River Niger. He refused and made it law. So it's like he is always giving the Fulanis the leeway to deal with every other person that is Biafran. And anything we are doing, he is always the first to come and show solidarity. I don't know what he is doing with Oti. Look at him here with Governor Oti. Look at him, you know? So this is the problem we have in that country. Nobody will blame Biafrans for wanting to go their separate way. And now they are placing bounty. First of all, they placed that bounty on our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now it is our prime minister. Any Biafran that has the eye of Nigeria in what we are doing, we pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama, that Amadioha will strike the person. I'm telling you, because this stress and this pain they are causing us is too much. It's extremely too much. So my people, there's another video where our Onyendu buttressed what I was saying.
State, which Nigeria is. It's the first state that works for people like Olusegun Obasanjo that we had earlier on, and people like Governor Peter B. They were debating Biafra all over. You know, it's like every week. No. In all this, has Nnamdi Kanu changed his mind? No. We find out. Channel TV went to ask him exactly that question. What?
Is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else. Or death.
I know. Now, the other question to ask is this. Okay. He has not changed his mind. Will he go to war? Because people are, let's work with ordinary people in Nigeria. Will he go to war? Watch.
If push comes to shove, will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets. I know. Meanwhile, on the streets of Nigeria, the dance continues. Oh, you can't look at it. Now, these are no easy times. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo said that Nnamdi Kanu must be stopped before he causes another civil war. Wow. Now, here is Nnamdi's reaction to Obasanjo's call to stop him.
Anything happens today, everything that comes from Biafran today will die the same day at the same time.
I was right.
So, my people, you have heard what our leader said. Why I am going around all this is that nobody, no one can stop what we are doing. No one can stop it. Even if the person is the same mother with us, we have to be left alone. Some people are confessing their involvement with the zoo. Some are now confessing how our Prime Minister is in charge. Yes, he is in charge. Our Prime Minister is not compromising, not complicit. So anybody that will try anything close to our Prime Minister, we will fish the person out. There's one of my colleagues that has something to say. Let me play his video. You know, my people,
Members of EOS/IPOB Nigeria confess that Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa is in charge of the struggle. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 24th of March 2024, and I have a video for you. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, that time has finally come. Lamentation moment. The time we told them that they will cry has finally arrived. I will not waste my time talking about this Nekombu, because it doesn't worth it. If I stoop so low to talk about somebody that cannot even see my back, that would be a shameful thing to me. But I'm going to do this just in a few minutes. I will do it only for you Biafrans listening to me right now. That is number one. For you Biafrans listening to me, I want to bring this to your notice. Secondly, I will also talk about it because the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa himself has talked about it. He said something about it, which I will be showing you in a jiffy after playing the video. But what I cannot do is for me to bring the video and start analyzing it, play the video, pause it, and analyze it. No, he doesn't want it. Because we warned them. We told them from the beginning, I am the first person that spoke to this boy, not in person. I didn't call him. I've never called him on phone. I've never spoken to him on phone before. But I addressed him on a live broadcast and I warned him, I told him to stop the nonsense he was doing back then in 2021, but he never listened to me. He stopped for a few days and then he continued. Today, he is crying and lamenting in the public. So, like I said before, I will not bring the video to start analyzing it. I will just play the video for you to listen and hear what he said. After that, I will show you what the Prime Minister said about it, and then we will call it a day because we are too busy to talk about ignorant, stupid, and confused set of, illiterates that claim to be freedom fighters in IPOB. So pay attention while you watch the video before I say what I want to say, and then show you the comments of the Prime Minister.
We don't have to. How long it will not take over with the life and we have already go to imagine that kind of thing. The sign of them will be taken over. And you watch it on history. But some of them come to attend. I mean, because sometimes you do something, they won't want him to come and claim it. But being food is it, they will claim it. It does not matter what he said, he will come and claim it. If I have that the write-up of Simon and see how they were attacking him. But I will prove to you people that Simon is in charge. That's not always about it. And I will tell you people that Aloy don't know exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. And Aloy can never condemn Simon. He can never. And I'm going to prove it. And then the America, they don't know what. America has no idea what is going on. That is why you see America. He tried to push Martin Lambecano to say some certain things. When we are talking about this complicit Martin Lambecano is talking about, and the governors, the complicit of benefit, getting money from the insecurity in Biafra. There are some people working with them, isn't it?
Well, like as I said from beginning, I do not have time to start analyzing the Okoko because I cannot devote time to talk about somebody that is under me, Onyen Kamma, Onyen Kalele by far. So, but I want to show you what the Prime Minister said about him and the video that I just played for you a couple of minutes ago. After that, there is one thing he said concerning one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. That is what I want to talk about. And I will not just talk about it, but I will show you an evidence of what happened in the past so that you will use your tongue and count your teeth. How these people have lied against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against Biafra, and sabotage our freedom. Now pay attention. According to the Prime Minister who tweeted this on his official X handle, this is what he said. I am posting his video finally with laugh emoji. He made it to our X page on late night because he addressed me by name and not a man, as usual, with another laugh emoji. His head and brain is getting reset. Please tell him that it is too early to cry like this. He should save some cry for when MNK will come out. For when MNK will come out. He should save his cry for when MNK will be released. These were the words of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa concerning David.
Yeah, living life with Tony. Tony, we are in the UK. You are welcome. Are you a Biafran? You said you are in Mississippi. Thank you for joining us. Like and share the video. Thank you so much, Innocent. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, thank you so much. I continue.
That the Okoko made. And the only word I have for the Okoko is to tell him, look, if you know that you are tired of the fraud called DOS, If you know that you are truly tired, if you know that it is time for you to tell Biafrans that you are sorry, if you believe that the time has come for you to tell Biafrans you are sorry, come out and say it in public and stop running around and beating about the bush. Now, Biafrans, he said something about Barrister Nnemeke Ejiofor, who happens to be one of the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said that Nnemeka does not know what is going on. And I'm here to prove him and the entire DOS Improvement Nigeria IPOB wrong. This very memo was made available to the public in December 2022. We all saw it, but some did not pay attention to it. And it was made directly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 15th of December 2022. Look at the date. I want you to follow the mouse because I want to utilize only about 3 minutes to do something very, very important, at least to debunk the lie he lied against Barrister Nnemeke Ejiofor. Though I have had my issues with Barrister Nnemeke Ejiofor in the past, but as you all know, in this very, quest for freedom, we do not have permanent enemy and we do not have permanent friend. We follow you according to how you come. This is official from Barrister Nnemeke Ejiofor and Associates. This very memo was not given to us directly. It was sent to DOS. And
yes, coming to what he said about us not having permanent enemy and not having permanent friend, I agree with that, because when you are agitating or fighting for freedom or for liberty, it's like so many waters passing under the bridge. You cannot restrict anything from happening. It is a matter of life and death. I remember when Father Mbaka was on the crossroads with our Onyendu, and when Father Mbaka realized himself, because he said to the zoo people that Buhari is a God sent, he was the one who also told Imo people that it was number 4th man, hopeless Uzodinjo, that God showed him. Yes, God may show him hopeless Uzodinjo because he is the one that the zoo have earmarked. You know one thing with the zoo, the Fulani precisely, is that they know how to use your own brother to destroy you. They are warlike people. If you trace back how Muhammad defeated the people in the olden days, is by lies, by deceit. He lied to the people that he is going to make friends with them, and the people relaxed with him, and Muhammad came with his warriors, fought them unawares, unprovoked. They were just relaxed with them and they attacked them. You know, when you are relaxed, you have nothing, you didn't anticipate anything, somebody come to attack you, you will be helpless. And they defeated the people. That's how he established his religion. And that is what they call takia. You can use lies to get whatever you want or whatever you are looking for. This is these people for you. They will lie to you, come and take contract. If you notice all the governors, most of them are criminals, people that they have their files with them. So that if they ask you to give their people a land or portion of land or any piece of land and you refuse, they will go and call for your file because they already have, you can imagine their number, only 13 million in that country, holding everybody in the zoo to ransom. People are afraid of saying the truth. Even the elders are lying because they are scared of being pied by the warrior Fulanis. We are not the same with them. That they are warriors does not mean that we cannot face them. We have done it with them before and they knew how it was. If not for Britain and Russia that helped them, do they think they would have won Ojukwu? It's impossible, because we had Ogbunigwe, and that Ogbunigwe has been activated right at this moment. So my people, these people, we must be extremely careful with them. We must be careful with them. They can use your mother. Because this oil they are stealing, the money does not belong to them. They can treat it anyhow. They know that the oil belongs to us. They are not Nigerians. I have played the voice of their brother here who said that he is a Fulani, that they are from the Northern Africa. And he warned the people to leave Nigerians alone because our people are still trapped in Nigeria. We used to be Nigerians, but right now we are all Biafrans because we have culture, we have tradition. We don't buy our own. It's against our rule of law. Thank you so much, Judith. Thank you for joining. So my people, what is going on in the zoo? All these people they are using is what they call takia. Lies. They will use lies to come and bring you, and they are all criminals. If you look, check their past records, they are all criminals. The one in Enugu, when Chimaroke was there, he had a money laundering case. And if he does not do what they want, they will go and call up his file. He didn't even win the election. They gave it to him because they know that this is the kind of Biafrans they want to use against their fellow Biafrans. And as if that is not enough for them, they have gone to bring some more Fulanis from all over the world to come and attack our people. But our BLA is giving it woto to them.
Next person that received this memo directly from Nnemeke Ejiofor was Canon Takano and his younger brother, Prince Memekano. It was sent to Chike Dozieha, Canon Takano, and Prince Memekano from Nnemeke Ejiofor, one of the barristers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you go down to read what is written here, this memo on instructions and directives of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Memo on instructions and directives of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The number one on this memo is to DOS, which is DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa no matter what. DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa no matter what.
Yes, you know DOS, when it comes to them, they were the final weapon used to nail our leader. They were, because those people from the time immemorial, they were not agitators. They came to make money. They saw Biafra IPOB then as a money-making venture. And because that was not Onyendu's intention, he knew that he got it all wrong. Onyendu started calling for 100 men. And our prime minister said, Onyendu, you will find 50 men in me. But I think he lied, because our prime minister is 110 men from the way he is going. Rocket science. Our prime minister is not just 50 men, but 110 men. the Obato Biewan of Biafra land. Wow. I'm seeing someone like my co-host. Are you missing your road? Where have you been? Are you well at all? Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and share. You know, sometimes some of you forget to like and share, especially clicking the like buttons. So as I was saying, my people, many of them are in IPOB for money making. Thank you so much. Thank you. I always enjoy it when you are around. So as this my colleague here talking and making this very analysis, these men were never for freedom. Thank you. They are now all in the zoo. Do you think that our prime minister can go to the zoo? No. He is the only serious man. The only serious man at that hierarchy for our agitation and our freedom. And he is moving with speed. So my people, when they are talking about liking us or hating us, we do not care about who hate us or who like us. As this my colleague rightly said, in a fight like we are doing, like our own, which is fight for liberation, fight for freedom, fight for liberty, you really don't have a permanent friend and you don't have permanent enemy. Your enemy can become your friend tomorrow. Like Britain and America fought in 1756. Today, they are good allies. So maybe tomorrow, if Nigeria may have learned their lessons, they might become our trade partners or anything. But for now, we are taking our good exit. Let me continue with his submissions and analysis.
So I have had my issues with Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor in the past, but as you all know, in this very quest for freedom, we do not have permanent enemy and we do not have permanent friends. We follow you according to how you come. This is official from Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor and Associates. This very memo was not given to us directly. It was sent to DOS. And the next person that received this memo directly from Nemeke Ejiofor was Kanun Takano and his younger brother, Prince Meme Kanu. It was sent to Chike Dozieha, Kanun Takano, and Prince Meme Kanu. From Nemeke Ejiofor, one of the.
You're welcome, Kevin. All hail Biafra. And all hail our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you for joining. Please remember to like and share. Subscribe to Betty4 TV. If you haven't, I will appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Barristers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, if you go down to read what is written here, this memo on instructions and directives of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Memo on instructions and directives of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The number one on this memo is to DOS, which is DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa no matter what. DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa no matter what. Why number two?
My people, did they comply with Onyendu's instruction? The answer is no, because they are not here for agitation. They are here to make money. They kept making money till This recently, when Chike Doziem confessed how he was using some group of boys as ESN and handed over these boys to the governors. I played it here on this very platform where he confessed that the governors, not the military this time, but the governors. This will show you they've got numbers of all these people. For instance, yesterday, Monday, that our Onyendu meets with his lawyers. They go to see him Mondays and Thursdays. That was the ruling by Judge Anyako, Justice Anyako, during the initial time that she took up the case. She allowed them to come and see Onyendu. So Barrister Jofo, Ejimako, yesterday, his update was that there was a legal document that he took to Onyendu to read and to confirm before he will apply it for whatever legal uses he needs to do with it. The DSS sees the document. These are one of the reasons why you cannot rendition anybody illegally without going through the process of the law, because of this type of treatment, degrading treatment, inhuman treatment. But this is Fulani for you. What concerns DSS in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's document? But he said that they took it from him and they seized it. So he had nothing to discuss with Onyendu again. And he had to just see Onyendu without the documents, and he left. This is zoo for anybody. Zoological Republic have no rule of law. It's all Sharia law, and we are not going to be part of it.
The DOL should never dabble into the finances of the family, of IPOB family. While number 3 is all sacked national coordinators appointed by MNK himself must be reinstated with immediate effect. If you go down here, you see a lot of instructions from number 1 to number 13. We have this memo. We have it. We have the memo.
Yes, my brother, that was what happened yesterday. I read it from his Twitter handle because I follow him because of Onyendu's case. You know, he drafted a legal something for Onyendu to read and endorse. They took it from him and they said to him that they are coming. They never turned up. They went away with that document. He has to see Onyendu. Just they discussed and he came back. Can you imagine that? Hello? Yeah. Ị chọrọ ikwuru ndị be anyị okwu na anọ m na program. Ka ị ga-akpọ m leta. Okay, mgbe m mesịrị ka m kpọzie anụ gị then. Okay, no problem. All right, thank you. Yeah. So my people, this is our predicament with this.
Members of EOS/IPOB Nigeria confess that Prime Minister Monepa is IPOB family appointed by MNK himself must be reinstated with immediate effect. If you go down here, you see a lot of instructions from number 1 to number 13. We have this memo. We have it. We have the memo. So now, the idiot saying that Nnemeka Ejiofor does not know what is going on. How dare you say that? When you see that the memo instructed DOS not to, or should I say, forbidding DOS not to respond to or to talk about Mazi Simon Ekpa no matter what. They were instructed not to insult, castigate, talk about anything that has to do with Mazi Simon Ekpa. Just remove yourself from him and allow him to do what he's doing. Nnamdi Kanu said it. Look at it here. He didn't write this memo.
You know why they did not like our prime minister? Two things. Number one is that the type of trust Onyendu has on our prime minister, he doesn't have it with them. He doesn't trust them that same way. You all will agree with me that when Onyendu was there, you know, when Onyendu was around, Onyendu will go for meeting privately. He will go with Mazi Simon Ekpa. This really angered them. Secondly, they know that our prime minister is a very tough man, that they cannot control him. So, because they cannot control him, they will not have the opportunity to be stealing money. They were using ESN and the Onyendu's legal reps to extort money from people from South Africa. I will play for you people what Master Prophet said about these same people and the confession he also made.
Was directly from Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor, who is still till today one of the barristers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, defending him in the Zoo Law Court. So if he says, or if he thinks that I'm lying, the broadcast that I'm making right now is public. So I'm very certain, 100% sure that Barrister Nemeke Ejiofor is going to see it. So if he thinks that I'm lying, that this memo is not from him, he should come out and debunk it. You understand? And the Okoko is somewhere, one of the Simon Ekpa in Germany, who normally borrow money from his wife to buy chair and red cap to dress like Simon Ekpa. One of the Simon Ekpa in Germany says that the man who brought this memo doesn't know what is going on in this struggle. Shame. What a shame. What a shame. So my people, just like as I said before, I do not have time to address the idiot because he doesn't watch it. I cannot be addressing somebody who is below me. The point here is that the DOS members have now come out to confess that Simon Ekpa is in charge. And that is the reality. We all know this. We know it from the beginning. Since 2021, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and renditioned to the zoo. We know it. We know that Mazi Simon Ekpa is in charge. And they knew from beginning. It's just that they never wanted to admit it. They never wanted to admit it, and they never wanted the public, who are still somehow skeptical about the whole of affairs of IPOB, to know that Mazi Simon Ekpa is in charge. But we all know, and he is going to be in charge and lead us to Biafra, and of course, the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you, my people.
Yes, he is in charge. He is actually taking us to the promised land. Our PM is an indomitable, unchallengeable, and undoubtable good leader. Now, there's this video where the European rep was making some comments. I will play it maybe halfway because it's a bit lengthy. But there are certain things he said that I would like you people to listen to.
Hopes the Biafra Republic government in exile, to what people understand that this government has gone way beyond any government, most of the government in Africa. We have achieved more than we have ever experienced as of then when we are referred to as Nigerians. But now that we have taken over governments by ourselves, we have accomplished a lot just in the space of 1.5 years and counting, or less than 1.5 years. The following are the aims and the scope of the government, of our government in exile. We focus on diplomacy and advocacy on behalf of Biafrans, international relations on behalf of Biafrans, human rights and protection of Biafra citizens, national unity and reconciliation. Preparations for return to homeland. This is very, very important. We must ensure that the upcoming declaration that is going to take place in Finland is well prepared for. If you have not gotten your tickets, please do so because you will not be able to get tickets because the seats are very, very limited. Ensuring that the people of Biafra exercise their basic human rights as mandated by the UN's Charter on People's Rights, and as well as to maintain security, democracy, social, cultural, and economic stability of Biafra people in its territory. Providing citizens with initiatives in the sense that Biafrans across the globe who are genuinely interested and have interest of Biafra at heart knows that this is one and only legitimate government of Biafra that they have. Offering administrative services to the large Biafran communities in diaspora outside the Biafran territory. As we all know, our liaison offices are now active. The government is right there in your doorstep. So whatever you need, please always reach out to your country representative. They are there to serve you. Their sole purpose is to ensure that all your needs are met in the country of your residence. Please do not hesitate to reach out to them whenever you need any service from the Biafra Republic government in exile. We are all aware of the ongoing identification registration for the identification documents. There is another initiative that the government has put out there to be able to identify its citizens in diaspora. So please, if you have not applied for an ID card, please also do so. And the most importantly, to give your data to the Biafra Republic government in exile, because as we are having the process of identification, issuance of identification card, we are at the same time collecting data of Biafrans in diaspora. Of course, the government has its door open for alliances and to facilitate communication within the international stage, providing asylum support documents for Biafran citizens seeking for international protection in accordance with the UN Charter on Human Rights Protection. So please, if you're an asylum seeker, you need help, ensure to go to the Biafra government's webpage, apply for the process. Of course, it might take time because of the backlog that we might have at hand. So please give the Foreign Ministry the time to process your applications, and in due course, you will get a response from them. To remind the free world that Biafra Republic government in exile serves and represents the genuine interest of Biafrans, and that is a living proof that Biafrans are determined to become a free and independent sovereign state. The government is also bringing forth the plight of Biafrans to the public domain, together with the neighboring alliances who have since become victims of ethnic cleansing in the Nigeria. As we all witnessed what happened in the Delta, old Delta community of Biafra territory, the Nigerian military went there and opened fire on civilians, slaughtering them without provocation. This is the highest level of open terrorism against innocent civilians. Issuing asylum support documents after thorough investigation and interviews of application for the asylum seekers. Please also make sure that when you are applying for asylum, you have all the information readily and available. We are not here to sabotage the international process, so please make sure that when you are seeking asylum, you are genuine, you have an ongoing case. You cannot just come and take advantage of the government when you do not actually have any serious cause for seeking asylum. So please make sure that you come genuine, provide your documents, and then we'll be able to help you to get what you are looking for.
So my people, as I said, there are two reasons why I played this for you, some of us, to hear about asylum, because some people will be asking if they are out of the zoo, running away because of their position, how do they do it? This asylum thing is like a guarantee to any Biafran who is seeking asylum that the Biafra government in exile will help you, to regularize your leave to remain in any country where you run to as a refugee from the zoo. Secondly, he mentioned the massacre of our people in a coastal region, former Delta, Ueli South, and Bayelsa. That was last week. Because of that, our Prime Minister has declared that 29th of March will be sit at home. He vowed that that massacre will be avenged. So my people, this sit at home is not just within one area, the whole of Biafra land, because the BLA will definitely be on the lookout for these evil men that perpetrated that act against our brothers in coastal region. So that sit at home is for the respect for the dead, to show our people that we are all one. We are all one, and we have to use that 29th to pay respect to them. Secondly, if you go to the security site, you will see biafrasecurityadministration.org for registration of your ID card, and for you to also book for your travel to Lahti in Finland, 28th of November to 3rd of December. Try and make sure that you are there. That security site, when you go to Google, you will see the security site where all the procedures, are written. Hello, he said, do you from Nigeria? You come from Nigeria? No, we are not Nigerians. We are Biafrans. Thank you. So, my people, if you want to register for your ID, go to the security site from Google. You will see biafrasecurityadministration.org. All the procedures are there for your ID card. And my people, make no mistake, Aso Rock is really, really shaking and quaking. Our USBT is now trading. As I said earlier, last week, Naira was 2,050. But right now, it has fallen down to, yes, it has fallen down to 1,600 and something, because this, our Ejema Biafra coin, is really giving them sleepless nights. It is kudos to our PM. He is really driving the zoo crazy, and they can no longer contain themselves. They started telling us that he is in the list of the wanted people. Unfortunately, that very announcement, it did not leave Nigeria. Somebody said he's dead on arrival. It did not arrive, let alone being dead. We don't know about it. It is for them. Biafra is here, my people. Make no mistake, everything has been laid down. What a nation should be. Our Prime Minister does not sleep with his cabinet ministers. They are working tirelessly 24 hours to make sure that everything is in order. So, my people, I thank you all for congregating and having this very program with me today. Abai, yeah, we are Biafrans. Thank you so much for joining. Remember to like, click the like button, share so that the video will go viral, and our people back home will hear some of the announcements. 29th of March is sit at home. Everybody should remember to sit at home. It is for the respect of our brothers and sisters and our elders that we acquired in the coastal region, Delta State, in Ueli South to be precise. May their souls and the souls of the faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. I will leave you people here. I love you all Biafrans, my brothers and sisters. Unu ka dike echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Mmiri na-amanwu ugo na wunwu ugo arụ. Ka emesianụ, my people. All hail Biafra. Peace, unity, progress, and equity. Emenike, ọ ga-adịrị gị mma. Ciao, ciao. Bye.